Did you know I played a musical instrument? It's called the V8. Yeah, there we go. Seats in, everything works. Had one minor debacle, of course. It wouldn't be me without that. I probably, whenever I was sitting on the seat yesterday outside filming, the two back tabs bent up a little bit, and there's two round threaded pieces that stick out of the bottom of the track that raise the seat up and down. There's a thing that spins in there, and it was hitting those two. So fortunately I figured it out. I took a pry bar and kind of bent the tabs. It's basically the two tabs that stick out sideways that the studs that stick out of the floor go through so you can bolt the seat down. Those two brackets, I just kind of had to bend them down a little bit. Not a major deal. I kind of thought maybe the upholstery shop broke something on me, but it's probably my fault because that piece that bent was probably from me sitting on it. But heck yeah, baby! Alright, man, now the cutest FedEx check in the world is bringing me something. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want. You think I'm a thinker, but I'm just a singer, all messy and pretty, just making believe. Boy, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling down to obscurity. Don't let me.
I told you she was good looking. Let's see what she bought. Bam! That's a lot of parts. Let's go ahead and open and see what kind of goodies we got. Too bad my workbench isn't bigger. I hate bending over, but we'll start out with the easy stuff first. New bearing plate for the top there. So this is what the strut goes through. There's actually a bearing right here. So a little bit worried that the bearings might be a little bit worn out. So while we have it apart, man, so we'll just go ahead and replace these. Next up, I was under the car and noticed one of the muffler brackets was worn out. Oh my god. Wow. So I ordered a shock and a strut. I thought it was a pair. I didn't realize I have to order two. So I guess now I have to go back on the Rock Auto, but here's what I got. The best that they had, KYB. These are adjustable. See the little adjuster on there? Same thing with the strut. There's supposed to be an adjuster somewhere on here. I'm not sure where. Okay, that's interesting. Right here at the very tippy top, there's an adjuster. So these are adjustable shock and strut. Oh man, go figure. The way everything works in my life. I can see the strut for whatever reason only being one piece, but not the shock. So had I known these were singles, I probably would have went with one step down, because this was a little pricey. Damn. Well, good thing the springs won't be here for a minute. Give me time to reorder. Oh, I hate these staples. I think I know what this is. Yeah, here we go, buddy. Shit. Oh, awesome, good. I didn't need this bracket on here. This is a Y pipe from Doug's Exhaust. Here we go. Here we go. So yeah, this is gonna, all right, here we go. So that will hook up underneath the car and give me a very nice clean way to exit the exhaust out of here. Very nice 2.5 inch pipe, I believe, or 3 inch, can't remember. Very, very nice. And this long pipe is where a catalytic converter should be. That's all I'm going to say about that. Hopefully this is all the installation parts I'll need. You guys are really gonna like this. You're really, really, really gonna like this. Ooh, baby, let's go. Oh yeah. Let's unwrap it, man. These are by Doug's Headers. It's a 3 inch collector. I think these are like 1 7/8 pipes. Beautifully ceramic coated. They look gorgeous. Nice clean fittings here. Yeah. Look at that. Woo, man. I'll tell you what. Ready to start making some power? Oh jeez, can't handle it. Bending over, but it is like Christmas. You do realize that I'm gonna get divorced when my wife sees all this, right? So please support the channel, links down below. So I'm saving what I think is best part for last. This is the cat back system. So let's see what we got here. Give you a little tease. Oh, look at that, a hat. Oh no, it's not a hat, it's one of these. It is a hat. Good, I've been needing a hat. I can't find mine. Let me save this until I show you who this is. You may have picked up on it already. KY Chevy. I think you meant, or I know you mentioned this before, and I said I wasn't going to go this route, but after doing a lot of research in that, it really did seem to be about maybe my best option. Let's see here. Let's see here. Look at the size of that 3 inch pipe. Wow. Like, ending stuff. Damn, my trash can's full. Let's see if I can't. Woo! See, this is, I was going to get a muffler shop to do this, and I'll talk about this in a later video, but most muffler shops can't mandrel bend pipe, especially big pipe. Alright guys, you ready for this? For the reveal? Oh. Ah, look at that. Borla. He went with the Borla. Wow, that does muffle stuff, doesn't it? Shit. He went with the Borla. Borla muffler! Alright, there we go. That's gonna look so nice under the car. Look at that. Alright, I know I'm like a little kid in a candy store, but I just kind of wanted to see how it all fit together and make sure I wasn't gonna have any problems. So did note two things though. The tailpipe pieces on the right side, the driver's side, is too tight. It's gonna have to be bumped open, so I'm probably gonna have to buy a pipe expander. Sorry, it took a minute. And then I have a bracket here on the Y pipe that I think's supposed to bolt directly to a catalytic converter. I'm not going to have the catalytic converter, so I'm either going to have to cut that piece off, which I don't think will be too hard, or unless it maybe mounts to some kind of bracket, but I'm not going to cut it off yet until we get underneath. There might have a hanger underneath behind the cats that might use. So, but on that, everything fits perfect. It looks great. Yes, I'll just say, the reason I went with the Borla is, it's a nice big exhaust system. It's all mandrel bent, and the nice thing is, right here, oh god, when you're coming this way out of the muffler, there's a bend, and right here, you can put different spacers. You can block this off and put all the exhaust through the muffler, or you can go straight pipe right through here, and majority of it will go through here, or there's different diffuser plates with different openings, so you can kind of control. So if you're going to go drag racing, you can take the plate out of here and just kind of run it straight pipe to get as much power as possible. So that's pretty cool option with this exhaust. And like I said, you can also kind of tune how loud you want the exhaust to be by how much goes through this system, almost like an MPP, but not automatic, and it's permanently set. So pretty cool feature with the Borla. Also, I really didn't want any kind of tips sticking out of the back of the car. I really didn't want to, but it almost seems like everybody that makes a decent system has the tips, and these didn't seem that bad. They look like they barely come out of the car. I was looking at like a MagnaFlow, and it was like two huge tips coming out the back, and I really didn't want, or two really big tips coming out the back. I didn't like the way it looked. So, I mean, I've heard Borla before. I've always liked the sound of it. It's always been slightly loud, but I like it, so I'm kind of glad with the purchase. So there you go. I told KY Chevy I would not buy this, but after researching, spending lots of time on the computer, there really are not a lot of exhaust system choices for this car anymore. There's not that many people working on them, so your choices start to get limited. I really didn't want a Flowmaster. Lots of complaints about droning, and I don't know. I had Flowmaster on my '69 Camaro. Then there's a Dynamax. It was a small system, 2.5, at least the ones that I could find. I wasn't running that small of a pipe, like I said. And then the other one that I just mentioned, I can't think of the name now. And I really didn't like those huge tips hanging out the back. Hooker had an exhaust system too. Kind of about the size of this, but I really didn't like the way it's put together. Then there's like, I think it's called Spintech or something, had really huge 4-inch, 5-inch exhaust pipes. And I looked at that route, but really there's no way of running that big of a Y pipe, so why run off of a 2.5 or 3-inch Y pipe into like a 5-inch exhaust? I mean, to me it just didn't make sense, and I don't want to be dragging everything with my exhaust, so I think the Borla was a good compromise. They say it's 3-inch, but damn, man, it freaking looks absolutely huge. But that's fine. It's coming off of like a 2.5-inch Y pipe, so. But it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna sound. So we're gonna dyno the car tomorrow. Get a baseline. I'm gonna put this exhaust system on. Go back and dyno it again. See what just the exhaust system does, and then when we get the heads, the cam, and the intake, the big power makers, then we're going to really see what we can do with this 5.7. Alright, I just want to thank everyone for your continued support. If you haven't, please go ahead down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. Share this content with your friends. Let's hope grow this channel. The bigger the channel gets, the more car stuff and that we can do, and we just make this channel bigger and better. For everyone that has recently subscribed and that, and my long-term subscribers, thank you very much. It does mean a lot to me. This video is already pretty long, so I'm going to wrap it up now. There was just a lot of unboxing. Hopefully you found that kind of exciting, open up all these new little goodies and stuff like that. I got a lot more coming for the car. Got a new hatch motor. The springs should be here, I think, Tuesday. My shock and strut should be here Friday, so I guess next weekend we'll work on installing that. I'm going to try to go ahead and get the Borla installed today. See what it sounds like with the exhaust, with the factory manifolds and that, and then I'm going to go ahead and install the headers and the Y pipe. I have a feeling that that's going to be a bigger hassle than anything else, trying to break free these manifolds that have been on there for many years and many miles. So that's going to probably be a very challenge getting these old exhaust manifolds off. I'm really not looking forward to that job at all, but I think the catback should go fairly easy. It shouldn't be that much of a hassle to go ahead and get that installed, so I'm going to try to work on that today and possibly have it on the next video. Good thing is I have a lot of footage still on the computer, so I will definitely have a vlog out on Wednesday and one on Friday. We'll have a full complement today, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll be back to the normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday that I aim for. So this is already long. Let me go ahead and go. Thank you everyone for your support, and subscribe. Don't want to miss the build and the next dyno runs to see what we do with this car. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.